Willow lunged for the suitcase, but I swung it sideways, sending the last of its contents tumbling out the window. She whirled on me, tears in her eyes. You want to humiliate me, fine. You think I owe you an explanation. Maybe if you weren't so controlling about money, maybe, if you paid some attention to my needs, none of this would have happened. I threw the empty suitcase aside. Get out, I snarled. All of you, just get out of my sight tonight. Piper and Thomas glanced at their mother, wide-eyed. Willow faced them, voice trembling with anger. Pack a few things, we're going to my parents' house. I'm done with your father's rages. They hurried to their rooms. I didn't move, but I felt my chest heaving with every breath. Willow shot me a poisonous glare. We're leaving, but this is far from over, Norman. I watched as they gathered a few items, shoes, phone chargers, jackets, and fled into the night, slamming the front door behind them. Only after the house fell silent did I realize my hands were shaking. On the lawn below the guest room window, Willow's clothes lay in a scattered heap, some snagged on bushes or half submerged in the wet grass. I stepped away, locked the door, my mind a dark cloud of suspicion and hurt. Who was that man whose clothes were in her suitcase? I couldn't sleep, not even for a minute. Morning dawned on an empty, quiet house. I realized with grim satisfaction that I didn't have to worry about Willow popping in, or the kids ignoring me under my own roof. But that satisfaction was tempered by raw betrayal. I'd expected them to come back in a fury. Instead, they stayed away, not so much as a text from Willow. Fine by me. My next move was methodical. First, I changed every exterior lock, deadbolts, doorknobs, you name it. Then I took a shower, got dressed, and made a call to a local private investigator named Marsden, recommended by a friend who'd gone through a nasty split. The friend said Marsden knew how to dig. Marsden arrived at my house later that afternoon, a lean man in his 50s with tired eyes, and a matter-of-fact way of speaking. He nodded as I outlined the basics. My family left me on my 50th birthday, they lied, I suspected more was going on. Then I mentioned the men's boxers. That caught his attention. Do you have any idea who they might belong to? He asked, a pen poised over a small notebook. I shook my head, still seething inside. No clue, she was at that beach resort. My father-in-law was there, so maybe he invited someone else, or maybe she was meeting someone else entirely. I need proof. Marsden gave a curt nod. I'll need the resort's name and any details, I'm discreet. If I have to bribe staff, I will, just be prepared for whatever I find. Some folks regret learning the truth. Trust me, I muttered. The truth is the only thing that'll keep me sane. He headed off that same evening. 2 days later, he called me, his voice edged with excitement. Mr. Levington, I've got something. Mind if I stop by? I told him to come right away. He showed up at my doorstep with a manila envelope, and a cautious look. I visited the resort, asked around. Some staff recognized your wife from pictures I showed. I managed to get a few glimpses of CCTV footage, some from the hotel bar, some from the hallway near her suite. I also spoke with a bellhop who remembered a tall man visiting your wife's room multiple times. He opened the envelope, spreading out a series of grainy black and white stills.